What's up, my bells and bowls? It is your girl, Miss Scarlett. Oh, hell no. And I'm here to ask you, have you ever watched the movie Wrong Turn? Well, if you have, I am sure that Mr. D. Monterio thought that he was actually starring a role in that movie. Let's take a look at this fuck shit that went down over in Mississippi. Now check this out. Mr. DeMonterio Gibson, age 24, said that when he was working Monday, January the 24th, two white men identified as Gregory Case and Brandon Case attacked him. Now, he said that he was delivering packages in a suburb of Jackson, Mississippi called Brookhaven. And around 7 p.m. that evening, a white pickup truck driven by Gregory Case came towards him. Mr. Gibson said in his mind he was thinking that the driver was going to the store or something like that. But it got extremely close to him and started blowing his horn. Gibson said he swerved out the way of the truck and was looking to try and get out of that neighborhood. He said he was able to down a few more houses, and that's when he saw another man standing in the middle of the street with a gun pointed towards his windows. Gibson shook his head and hid behind the steering wheel, attempting to swerve away from the man, who then began shooting at him. The man who actually was firing the gun at Mr. Gibson was Brandon Case, age 35, who is the son of Gregory Case. Don't this sound familiar? It sounds like the Brunswick case, where the McMichaels are going to prison for killing Aubrey. Y'all crackers better cut this fuck shit out. I see a whole lot of fuck shit going down in Mississippi these days, though. So we're going to get into this a little bit later on, but it appears that FedEx have an issue with their transportation system, because I live near a FedEx yard, and I notice a lot of times when the people who work for FedEx are fueling up around in my area, they're not always in a FedEx truck. Sometimes they could be in a Hertz rental, U-Haul to deliver packages for FedEx, and this is an issue. On February 1st, Brandon and Gregory Case turned themselves in to the authorities. Gregory was charged with conspiracy assault, while Brandon was charged with aggravated assault, 1 count. They were let out later that day on a $75,000 bond and a $150,000 bond. The victim believes that they were able to turn themselves in because the case men are related to the assistant police chief, Chris Case. Brookhaven Police Chief Kenneth Collins had said that Chris is not related to the other two men. Yeah, I bet. If this had been going on and it was the opposite way, you best believe they would have been coming to pick up Raphael or Raheem that same fucking day. How did this happen on January the 24th and these two bitches were able to turn themselves in on February the 1st? They would have been went and picked their asses up if it would have been another way. I'm just saying. Now, once he was able to get to the end of the street, he actually was able to report it to his manager, who told him to come back to the yard. However, he was trying to leave. The white pickup truck then cornered him into the grass, and he was allegedly approached again by these damn cases. Mr. Gibson stated that he tried to drive as fast as he could. He said that the white pickup truck followed him outside of the neighborhood and onto the interstate. He said that once he got onto the interstate, they followed him at least 15 minutes on the interstate. He said that he called his manager again and got a different manager who stated that they were reported to the police when he got back to the yard. Baby, if this ain't no wrong turn shit, I'm just saying, these motherfuckers acting like they some inbred hillbillies. This some fuck shit at its best. He said that he wasn't about to wait for them to report a goddamn thing. He reported the shit on his own. He called the police on his own and reported these two men. When Gibson got back to the FedEx station, the manager had did a thorough check of the vehicle where they discovered several bullet holes. Gibson said he had given pictures to the police of the vehicle, a white Hertz van despite his FedEx employment, showing the bullet holes from the alleged shooting. The next day, Gibson and a manager, Candace Welch, came back to Brookhaven and filed a report with the police. Now check this out. The report claims they found the van had at least 2 bullet holes and reproduced a picture of a bullet still laying in the van. Gibson said one of the police officers asked him if he did anything to look suspicious. Gibson said, I felt disrespected at this point because even if I did look suspicious, they cannot take the law into their hand. So I told them all I was doing was my job. If they think I was looking suspicious, then that's on them. He said, okay, I was just asking. Ooh, child. So the police chief, Kenneth Collins, disputed the accusation that Gregory and Brandon were allowed to turn themselves in. He also stated that the assistant police chief, Chris Case, is not connected to the investigation. Neither is he related to these men. Yeah, I bet. So over at the Cochran firm, they plan on getting in contact with the FBI, the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation, as well as the U.S. Justice Department, because they're going to file a hate crime against these two men. It is sad it happens. This is what the attorney Moore says. He said they just saw this man, a black man. They just hauled off and started shooting at him multiple times. At least the son did. The older guy tried to entrap him. They were working concertedly to try and entrap this man and kill him. They shot at him several times. It's amazing that he survived. Gibson, who has been working for FedEx since July of 2021, said that the delivery route has not been changed. He has yet to return back to work and is currently unpaid time off. He said he's uncomfortable and anxious about returning. He wants FedEx to find him a different route. The safety of our team members is our top priority, said one of the spokespeople at FedEx. We remain focused on our team members and looking forward to the information that comes out from the investigators, says FedEx spokesperson. So I guess Just Lovely is going to go ahead and drop the link. If you have any input in or would like to answer some of the questions that I'm about to ask, you're more than free to hit that link. So yeah, and if you would like to support the channel, please do so by cash apping at $Scarlett. Oh hell no. It's written across there and it's on the screen. Now, the problem that I have is, what's so hard about finding him a different route? I understand that even with this day and age, 2022, with all the racial climate that is going on in this country, it may be the same way on a different route. But at least give him the opportunity to decide whether or not FedEx is right for him. Another thing is the FedEx branding. And like I mentioned earlier in the video, I noticed that a lot of times when the FedEx workers around here are fueling up, they can be in a Penske truck, a U-Haul, a Hertz van, their own car, and it has no kind of FedEx branding on it whatsoever. I do notice that when some of the ladies are out selling their Mary Kay, they have a magnetic branding of Mary Kay on their vehicle. If your employees are not going to be in a registered FedEx vehicle, why not put some type of branding on there? I do understand that we're not trying to ruin the image of the Penske, U-Haul, or whatever, but at least make it noticeable that this is FedEx and this person is an employee for FedEx. No, I am not making excuses for these two people. However, it would be very suspicious to me. Do you think that the cases are, related to Chris' case? Do you think that they was given this light sentence because they're related to the assistant chief of police in that city and town? That's really weird. It reminds me a whole lot of the McMichaels and the Aubrey case. And I realized while doing research on this article, a lot of this has been compared to the Aubrey case. So do you think that it is a comparison? This young man was able to actually get out alive, and the similarities are there most definitely. If I'm not mistaken, the elder McMichael of the two was actually on the police force there in Brunswick, Georgia too. So that's all I got for you. If you're catching this video on the replay, please give me your thoughts below. What are you waiting on? I thank you so much for watching the video, and you all have a great day.